Welcome back to my channel, Atelier fam, and my existing YouTube family. If you're just joining us, we're going to talk about characters in this episode. Where's my coffee? Here we go. In this episode, guys, I was saying that we're going to talk about the characters, and these are the ones that are showing on the website. So remember, there's lots of resources that are available to you. There's the Discord, there's the website, there's a few guides here and there. There's an old document that doesn't get updated, but the link is actually in the Discord on the guides channel. So make sure you're grabbing those links and socials, and make sure you're jumping onto those resources ahead of the game to feel a little bit more prepared. And I'll have as many links in the description as possible so you can take a look at that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you don't subscribe, you're not going to get the notifications that I'm posting these videos, and if you like it, then it helps my algorithm, so I appreciate it. Before we get into actually the character details here, I want to note that this is all just information that I found in, you know, the 3 or 4 hours that I spent this morning trying to get some of the kind of hidden secrets and tips of the game. And what I've noticed is definitely this is not the typical gacha that I'm used to. This is RPG, this is story. So these are more characters that some are going to be introduced to us during the storyline, and others we're going to have to obtain from the gacha. So that's where the gacha aspect comes into it. But there's an NPC, for example. So I like I said, I am learning as I go. So I think you guys will too. If you know anything ahead of me, if you want to fill us in, all of us, please leave a comment. And I will also make sure to comment back if I see it. The other thing I wanted to mention is that I made these cards that are available to you, and they are just to kind of culminate everything that I saw online. So there is going to be the image of the unit that was available on their website, also some things to note, so their character voice or the role or what they can equip, and again, lots of that information I got from elsewhere. So this is, none of this is my information. I've just pieced it together for you. I put it in a cute little format for you. Everything is copyright of the game developers and stuff. Please don't tag me, please don't slap me. I'm just trying to make content. Okay, so yeah, let's start with the first character here, guys. Take screenshots if you need them. Oh, and these are all in the order that they appear on the website. Anyway, so Anis Hisop, she is voiced by, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the CVs. Oh, and some CVs I don't know. I didn't want to assume. There is a listing, I'll leave a link in the description, of character voices, but I don't know if that includes our version. So Alchemist of Brisile. So yeah, we just gotta go with what we have. I took the CVs if they were actually confirmed, like on the Discord. So anyways, so she is an apprentice sage. That's who she is, sort of her personality, whatever. And she can equip staffs. In the last video, I'm not sure if I mentioned, I'm sorry if I did not, but there's a point that we're not really gonna have to worry about getting the character so much as getting sort of like elite weapons. It's the weapons that we want to worry about, not so much the character. So I do promise in the series I am including tiers and tips that I am able to find along the way. But she's able to equip staffs. All these characters are named after herbs or plants, bushes and flowers and things like that. You may have already noticed that. So fun fact about anise, or some people say anisay, it's anise. And that is black licorice. It's minty black licorice. So she's minty and black licorice scented. If you ever wanted to like scratch your screen and figure out what she smells like, that's what you have to imagine. There, like it says here, there wasn't much extra to find about Anise other than her personality and some of the tidbits, you know, about her role in the story, which you can find right on the character display there. She's cute, but she's not my type. Yeah, she's looking a little young for me. I love her staff though. Her staff is fantastic. She has a couple different looks online that you can look at. There's a few too. If you do a Google search of the character name, you should find some of the old, either the Japanese version or some of the old, like the series, and some content that may or may not be in our version. I'm not sure. No confirmation on that. So enjoy having a fun little Google search there. And now we have Sorel to look at, and her role is the apprentice mage / witch, and she can equip staffs. So we have another staff user. I don't like hers so much, but anyways. So if you're wondering what Sorel is, it is basically spinach. It's a type of spinach. It's from the spinach family. pretty tasty. This is another character that I wasn't able to find any insight on other than her personality and story. So what you guys see online is what there is. There's not much more. And she is a princess, I've heard. So I do like her for that. The look, though, I do like. She's really cute looking. I do like the details. I like her dress there. Really cute. There's like stars and stuff happening. I'm curious to see if her story is going to be as mysterious as it seems. Like the readout here, lively but a little bit noisy. And she wants to cheer up her whole class. And if you look online, there's some more talking about how she's very adventurous. So I'm not sure how that's going to go, but we'll see. You know, is she just going to be that tag along, like every once in a while she pops up for like comic relief, or is she going to be one of those characters that we get to see a lot of, her being like the hush hush princess, right? We'll see. We'll see what kind of role she plays, how her personality plays out for the devs, right? Cresson. Cresson is our first male character that we're going to be looking at in these mains. His role is apprentice guard, and he can equip swords. Fun fact about Cresson, that's watercress. I love watercress. Yum, especially like stir fries. Okay. It's one of the oldest known leaf vegetables that was consumed by humans. So, fun fact for you there. It seems that he is actually an online original. He's new to the online. He's, I guess coming to us. This is his debut. And Cresson can be obtained from the main campaign, so he's like a free unit. And the little note here, like, I don't play with dudes, and if I did, he would have to be better looking than this guy. Like, this guy, just, yeah. Little note for you guys: eat your vegetables because they're good and they make you strong, and probably be stronger than this guy. So, yay! Be strong. Eat your veggies. On to Hazel now, another good-looking unit. I like her look from the neck up. Like, I love her hair. I love the over-the-eye hair look. I think it's great. The blonde, it's perfect. Her role is the student body president. So she's, probably a snob, but also probably really cool to be around. And she can equip maces and spears. Wow, like that's pretty cool. She's the first I've seen here so far that can equip 2 different type of gear. Hazel is, you may have heard of like witch hazel. Witch hazel helps to bring down inflammations and things like that. So, but the fun fact is that Celts actually believe that hazelnuts, if you ate hazelnuts, that they would give you wisdom and inspiration. So, make sure you're using the hazelnut creamer in your coffee, eating hazelnuts. I mean, nuts in general. If you're not allergic, eat them, consume them. They're good. They're brain food. Peanut butter is brain food. So have a peanut butter sandwich on the regular. And we're starting a trend here with these units. Then this happens with new games, and especially I should kind of squeeze it in here, especially with a new game that's not technically the gacha that I'm used to. This is an RPG, so it's going to be, we're not going to know much about these characters until we get into the game and we play their story and learn about them and get to know them. And so I am not going to assume anything with this being the global version too. I was trying not to read into too much of the translated Japanese and things like that. So I have no info in advance, but you guys know that. And Hazel can be played on the gacha / obtained in the original gacha. That's what I was noted. So I don't know what that means. I don't know what played on the gacha versus obtained in the gacha means. It could be the same thing. It could be translation error. It could be whatever. But that's what we need to know, is that she's in the gacha. And yeah, again, I love her look from the neck up. So yeah, she's cute, but seen better. All right, moving on. Bergamot here, great looking lady. It looks like she's conducting. Not sure. Oh, that's a wand. I guess Matt. Yeah, wand. Okay. Her role is the alchemy teacher or / lecturer. So she's a professor, and she can equip maces. Bergamot, if you didn't know, that's the flavor that you get in Earl Grey tea. The really sweet, almost citrusy smell. It's a delicious flavor. It is used medicinally for aromatherapy and things like that. You'll find bergamot in quite a lot, actually. That flower, the flavoring is very common. So yeah, it's really great. I love it. I've even had Earl Grey gin. So it was fantastic. Moving on, you can, again, play her through gacha or obtain through gacha. So the original gacha, there's gacha names like banners. And she masters the 4 alchemy of earth, water, fire, and wind. So she can master all 4 of those elements. She also is the best of the best. Otherwise, she wouldn't be a teacher, right? So I do like her for that. And I only drink tea actually when it's iced. Otherwise, it's coffee. So hot tea drinkers in the house, you're welcome to enjoy the hot tea, and I'll have some hot coffee. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Speaking of spices that are delicious, marjoram, which is great on chicken. Yeah, it's a sweet pine and citrus scented, very similar to oregano. It's really good on mushrooms too. Okay, now I'm getting hungry. Okay, so marjoram, the things to note is that she's the magic teacher. So she's the professor who teaches them magic at the academy, and she can equip staffs. So I don't see her holding a staff in this picture, but she can equip staffs. And she can be played or obtained through the original gacha. And for me, she's the best looking so far. So far, she's the best looking one. She's very front forward. Love it. You can see a little bit of a thigh happening. Yeah. Okay. She's great looking, and she looks like she's an older lady, right? She's not the young ones. She's not the lolly. So I'm gonna try and roll with this girl. This is the one I want. When it says obtain through gacha, I'm gonna play, and however that's done, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna go for her, and that's gonna be the waifu thus far. So these are just the main characters. There are legendary characters, and like I've said before, I don't like to make crazy long videos. And so what I'd like to do, guys, is I'd like to put out a second part, and that's going to be the legendary characters. So I'll have the same cards. Just make sure you're subscribing so you get the notification when that video comes out, and I can come back and edit this one and put a card on the top for you guys about this point here. That will link you to that video once it's posted, okay? So let's move on to, we've got a few more units here to look at in the main category. Tandriad sounds like Tandoori. If I slip up and pronounce his name incorrectly, I'm not going to worry about cutting it out. I don't want to re-record. So yeah, Tandriad is another male unit that I probably won't be playing with. He's a little better looking than the last one, but again, I'm not going to prioritize him. He can be obtained in the original gacha. And it seems like he's another online original. So you can't really find any information other than what's in this version, this game, okay? Yeah, I won't be prioritizing him. He equips swords, and he's the captain of the guards. In case you're interested, if you like to play for husbandos, he's the I'd go for him, like, over the other dude. So, but anyways, okay, let's move on to the next one. The old wise man, Jones wort. It's John's wort, or St. John's wort is the plant. And if you didn't know, the little seeds or the buds of the flowers, not when the flowers are fully bloomed, but the little bud while it's still kind of closed up, if you actually squeeze those, they kind of leak out this reddish purplish liquid. It's very interesting, very cool to look at. So if you have those growing locally, go check that out next time you're out on a walk, if the weather's permitted, and keep your distance if COVID's still a thing when you watch this video. And this guy here, I'm probably just gonna call him Grandpa. He is an NPC. We cannot obtain him. He's actually going to guide us through the story. I think we're probably going to meet him right off the bat. Because he is the headmaster of the academy. So he's going to be probably a huge part of the story. I think he's going to be an integral part of it, other than us, being the main character. That's it about Jones wort. Not St. John's wort, but Jones wort. And that's actually it for the main characters. I have left out the protagonists for a reason. I'll put that in my next video. So I'll leave it for the end of the legendary video that I bring to you guys next, because I know to let you know which one I'm going to decide to be. Probably can guess which, but why don't you leave a comment, let me know who you think I'm going to choose. I'm going to choose the dude, or I'm going to choose the lady. You let me know in the comments. But anyways, also in the series, the other videos that I'm going to try and bring out to is, like I was saying, tips or tricks on weapons, what we need to know, if there's any names that we need to look out for, tips or tricks for upgrading our units, also the playability, sort of how is this game going to play, the environment, connecting with our friends and things like that. So again, more content to come, at least 2 more videos for you, maybe 3, maybe 4, we'll see how it goes. And July 8th is the day, so if you're not pre-registered now, right now. Go ahead and like and subscribe before you do that. Don't venture off of my channel until you've done that. And then see me on the Discord if you want. Otherwise, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.